have a 10-day break before the next one on September 16th. So now the question remains for both these teams here, will it be maximum points for either side, or will they split the points at the end of the 90? Stay tuned here for kickoff between Champlain and Vanier. Both teams are 1-0. Will one of the perfect records get ruined? We'll find out here on Cavaliers TV.
Is this on the overlay setting? Huh? And which setting? Just tell us where you went. Just tell us where you went. So you want me to come down? Can't see from here. Give me your sheet. I'll call you. I do. Buddy. No. Is this serious? Okay. I have you on the thing.
Sorry? Okay. Welcome back here to Seaway 3 as we get ready for kickoff between Champlain and Vanier. Early evening kickoff here in St. Lawrence River. Vanier will be in their home whites with royal blue trim shorts and white socks. And Vanier will be in their traditional all reds, tops and bottoms and socks included as we get ready for kickoff between Vanier and Champlain. A lot to look forward to in this game here. The first course of your feast, a buzz back in the they did not have any love lost last year in the thriller that it was here from Seaway. And now the question remains, could Vanier go 2-0 or will Champlain go 2-0? Champlain coming off a win over John Abbott, which they won 4-3. And Vanier took out Trois-Rivières 2-0. And they haven't played a game in Cheetah. So this is the first game in 10 days for them. And we'll see maybe rest versus rust could be a factor in this situation for both teams, with Champlain playing on Sunday less than 48 hours ago and Vanier playing 10 days ago. Welcome back here as we are ready for kickoff between Vanier and Champlain from Seaway off the banks of the St. Lawrence. Vanier will kick things off, going right to left, Champlain left to right for this first half of action. Both teams looking to really cement themselves in the race for the top 4 spots, at least going towards October, to create more headaches for the Cheetahs in this game here. A rather different DNA for the Vanier Champlain rivalry, and we're underway here from Seaway, getting ready for this first touch. booted up ahead, and now racing down the pitch is Samir Dia, and he will get to the far side. He's knocked over in the first foul of the day going against Vanier. And already you can see the physicality really on display for both teams as that foul went against Juarez of Vanier. So a free kick from about 30 yards out from a 45-degree angle. A crowd source of about 6-7 players at the lip of the 18 for either side. Two-man wall, now making a one-man wall, two-way conspiracy for Champlain. And who will get the lucky touch for Champlain or for Vanier to clear it anyway out of harm's way? Giorgino now will be there as one of the players on the free kick ball. High line again for Vanier. In-swinger, near post, punched away by the keeper, and that will move its way out to the near side, and that will be a throw-in here for Champlain, as Champlain has already started to lay out the die in the early going in this matchup here as we're a minute through. And a throw-in coming up for the Cavaliers. Played back down. First touch now for Nabi. Plays it back out to his central defender partner in the Genio, and he'll go back to the keeper. Champlain will now reboot and reset their formation once again. Vanier playing a back four line in an almost diamond-shaped midfield here with two high attackers. And patience will be required here to unlock this Vanier formation. Played out to the near side, and once again, here is Prezios. Over it comes to Marchilio, and into the box goes and deflected out for the first corner kick. And again, it's been so far one-way traffic of Champlain towards Vanier, as it appears Vanier looking to absorb and be a sponge of pressure and perhaps catch Champlain out on the counterattack. And the first corner kick of the evening will come in now for Giorgino on the near side. A queue of about 8 players inside the 6, 3 white shirts to be exact. Shirts now inside for Vanier, trying to hold serve on this corner kick. In-swinger, far post, and the keeper right there to snatch that away. And away goes Vanier, looking to catch Champlain on the run. And it takes a funny hop right to Vanier. And Champlain right there to put it back out of harm's way into the midfield territory. Giorgino back up ahead. And with it once more is Champlain. Of course, Champlain got the 3 goals from Lalone, who got a hat trick for the Cavaliers on Sunday against John Abbott away in the West Island. A volley back up in the air. And right to the keeper it comes, and it will be slowly taken away. A routine move for the Cavaliers here in the early going. Julian Raymond will now quarterback this long pass, trying to find a killer pass upfield. That takes a funny bounce, and right to Vanier goes, and this time to Justin Anastasius, and he will play it back over the head of number 17 and Michael Leo. Michel will play it back over. Near side it comes, and over it goes to Vargas. And right now a lot of action in the midfield territory. Vargas can't get to that. Michel can't get to that either for Vanier. Champlain now working the interlink, and that is well read by the Cheetahs. And away go the Cavaliers, trying to get back in defense. Vanier trying to catch him off guard, pushing the pace up ahead to the right wing, and a 2 versus 3 into the box it goes. And the keeper right there for Champlain to take any threat from the Cheetahs, as also Michael Leo was lurking around. And Leo is a top poacher of goals for the Cheetahs, as Vanier now retreats back into their sponge formation to take on the pressure and allow Champlain, that is, to make passes around the perimeter of their formation. Play through, knocked over momentarily. And now to the near side comes. The first touch for Bellamo, who was on the team last year for the Cheetahs and lost to Champlain, and played back out right into the Cavaliers, into the Champlain-Vanier territory. And with it is Pierantonio, who will play back out to the keeper once again for the Cheetahs. Pierantonio knocking over one of the players for Champlain just at the lip of the cement and slow to get up. And that is Luca Pierzis, who's slow to get up for the Cavaliers for the foul. And you can see right now that Vanier's thing was unintentional, and this will be a throw-in for the Cheetahs. So that insult to injury, it will be Vanier ball in the near side throw-in. To it. Now Vanier does. They can work the numbers in their favor if they get a 2-on-1. They do indeed. Look at the speed coming through with the Cheetahs into the 18. It goes going to the far corner in a rather easy save off the Michael Leo shot that lacked any zip and zest. And this will go back over to the Cavaliers as we're through 6 minutes of play here in this first half of action. And now we're starting to see Vanier introduce themselves into this game here as Pat Conga cannot get that ball cleanly for the Cheetahs. Here's Anabi, the goal scorer of one. Played out to the midfield territory. Over to Roger Noel. Switch of play near side. Racing through is Pierzone, is going to the far corner. Looking for the volley. The header was mistimed. Kept in the box right now by Champlain. And back out it goes. And here is Sousa for the Cavaliers, who loses the possession. Slide tackle, no good. And away come the Cheetahs. And that will go out for throwing for Vanier. Played out to the near side. And back to the keeper it goes. Leo was not able to get that for the Cheetahs, and over it comes to Anabi. Anabi trying to search out a pass here, trying to spray this ball perhaps. He will go and deflect it back out. Bellamo right there for the Cheetahs, and now will go out for a throw-in for the Cheetahs over the Cavaliers as we're through 7 minutes of play in this first half. Pierantonio with throw-in. Over Bellamo's head, headed right back down to traffic. Good battle right now in the 50-50 with Hoffman going at it. Now we'll go out for another throw-in as Pierzis couldn't get that cleanly. Now it will be Vanier ball. Pierantonio again on the throw-in. Turn no good, played back over. Champlain with a daisy cutter pass, trying to find Dia and couldn't get that over as the quarter came through. Now Champlain's got numbers 4-on-3. To the right wing it goes. To the far side it comes, and this will take a one-hopper to the near end line. And right there to save the days, Marvin Michel, who's now coasting up ahead to the far side, and away he goes, and he's fouled as Marvin Michel erased that. But it will go against them on a throw-in here for the Cavaliers as we're through 8 minutes of play in this first half. Lovely turn by Champlain. Here they come with numbers and a foul. Play on. Referee says the advantage in play for Cavaliers. And now Champlain loses the advantage, so that goes to no avail. And over it comes to Hoffman, who now will search for a pass, playing it short over to the near side. And with it is Bellamo. Plenty of real estate in a 1v1 on the short pass once more again to Ben Hines, and this will be played over. And a nice nutmeg coming in from Pierzis, and it goes out to the far side. Pierziosi, that is, a bigger party with it. Pierantonio. Back over. And it goes back to the keeper this time with Diamanos playing it to the far side. Whistle on the play. And the referee did not like what he saw momentarily here, and perhaps do a redo. And this will be a free kick here for the Cheetahs, as it is Marvin Michel waiting for the play to carry on here on a drop ball. And Michel will now take it and play a low pass once again to Leo. Given away, and here come the Cavaliers with it once more. Marchilio, far side, trying to dance his way through into the six. It goes, and the rebound just missing the toenail of one of the Champlain players, and that is going to be cleared away. And right now it has been almost one-way traffic of Champlain towards Vanier. And again, Champlain trying to unlock this Vanier corridor as they have taken on the pressure so far in the first 10 minutes of play. Marchillo. Into open space it comes, to the corridor it goes. Switch of play, to the near side it comes, and that will go and save the nick of time by Champlain. And another diagonal pass, far side. Played back out, and with it once more is Vargas. Into the six it goes, and a clattering of bodies, and unable to get a deflection with Dia. And now Vanier will lose it again. Dia now on his left, looking for glory. Dia split through, and he got caught by two red shirts, and that will go out. And again, it has been almost a cul-de-sac of white uniforms upon a Vanier possession. And this will be a throw in here for the Cavaliers. And with it once more is Lalonde, the on a hat trick this past Sunday that was. Play back out to Nabi. Nabi in a calming presence. Again, this center back pairing is very young for this Cavalier team, and this veteran team for Vanier, patience as they look to enact on that game plan early on. That ball's turned over once again. And a nice interplay once more. Coming through again is Marquillo, and a trip and a foul, and this will be free kick here for the Cheetahs. Bellamo will let that go through, and this will be Vanier inside the Champlain territory. Puritonio. He will offer the short route, and he'll get it back now as he's closed down momentarily and played back into the open play to Hoffman. Hoffman loses it, and now Champlain on the run. Well read by Michel, and away he goes. He's gliding like a Rolls Royce, and he's tripped up, and right there to save the day was Anabi, as both backline stars coming through for their teams in the last few seconds of play. Slow roller. And that will go out for a throw in here for the Cavaliers. Right now, Champlain's had the majority of the monopoly possession, but nothing to show for in the first 12 minutes of play here. To the far side it comes. Low ball, and that will go out for a corner kick here for the Cheetahs. As Kevin Yama will have a corner kick here from the far side. And now we see about 3 players for Vanier trying to congregate around the 6-yard box, and closest now is Anastathidis, who's now working his way to the far near side post. Outswinger. Header. And Michel's header goes over the net. And now with it again is Anabi. Short pass going through once more. Julien Raymond. Far side it comes to Arginio. Champlain trying to play the width of the pitch, trying to open up this formation. Working the 1-2 interlink, and right to Lalona comes, and he'll play to the near side. Champlain breaks through, and dummy ball right through. Champlain trying to get a little bit of a showman going on to the far side. It comes, keeper off his line, and right there to erase any threat coming in from the Cavaliers. And this will be Vanier ball. Right now has been all Vanier on defense, trying to keep the serve in their favor. Still 0-0 from Seaway. Another long ball through, racing down off the keeper's line and diving, just at the nick of time. That would have been very close to the borderline of the 18-yard box. And for Champlain, they avoid any disaster when it comes to that. Here's Nabi. Played through to Raymond. To the keeper it comes. Champlain will play it short, and now it comes into open space. Well read again, this time by Bellamo. And it goes back over to Champlain as they now will re-rack and look to get this ball back to the keeper, which they do indeed. With his Anabi. Anabi surveys and now will play it short to his center back partner and play through to Marchilio. To the far side it comes, and with it is D'Arginio. Long ball through, and to no avail. It comes right back to Vanier as the Cheetahs now will look to build back up their momentum as they look to get some more quality chances on net here. Still 0-0 between the Cavaliers and Cheetahs from Seaway. Bellamo. And it goes out of play as that ball did not get in time to Bellamo's feet, who was probably 0.3 seconds behind that pass. Into the box it comes. Headed back down. Champlain playing the patient game right now, looking to find themselves an opening, and Abbey will go back out to his center back pairing and play through again to Raymond. Space to work with Raymond, trying to tease the striking front in the midfield territory of the Vanier attacking formation, and that will go back out into the back line, and to the keeper it comes. Another long ball up ahead over Nabi's face, and here is a chance for Vanier. Can they catch it on this mistake by Champlain? Playing the back heel pass, no good, and that will go nowhere. Right back over to the Cavaliers, and here's Marquillo. And to the far side it comes, 3 versus 3. Can the Cavaliers capitalize now on this opening, going for Glory, and well defended by Michel. And Michel will clear back out to the far side for a throw-in coming up here for Champlain. Champlain's been attacking the pressure points, but has unable to find the first goal in this first quarter of the game. Going for goal again, and a block once more from the red wall of the Cheetahs. And still with it in the same scene of the crime with the throw-in is the Cheetahs, now being pressured and open again. Here are the Cavaliers trying to get this ball back in their favor, and a whistle, and this will go against the Cavaliers. So a respite for the defending for the Cheetahs, and this will be Champlain back on defense and Vanier on the attacking prowl. Michel will be the one who will take this free kick. Another high line here for the Cavaliers in the first 60 minutes of play from Seaway. Short pass. Play through to Spikonga. And that will go out for a throw-in once again. And this time it will be Souza who will have the chance. A long throw-in down the far side over Michel's head. Now to 50-50. Pressuring, deflects, ricochets, and this will be a goal kick. And that will be Vanier ball as Dia could not get the ball cleanly. And it will be back over to the Cheetahs. Next 2 games for the Cheetahs will be at home against Dawson and Momo on the next 2 Fridays. Another searching pass down the far side, played back out to the keeper in a routine roll. And is that going to be called, or is that going to be play on? Vanier thinks that was intentional, and that will be looked the other way as not guilty by the referee. And play on, referee says. Over the head, played into the circle. Right through, and now with it is the Cheetahs back on the attacking quest and trying to work the 50-50s. They win that ball back into the corridor it comes. Here is an Abbey once more, and he now will play it short as Champlain looking to be calm with the ball at their feet. And Abbey once more. Wide side it comes. Closing it down is Agnes, and this will be played back out to Anabi, who's had the most touches so far for the Cavaliers in this game. Knocked over momentarily is Raymond, and the keeper it goes. Now we're starting to see Vanier close down the gaps as there was nothing to be looked at from the Champlain perspective, and this will be the Vanier ball. Bellamo, the throw-in on the near side. As working their way through is Michael Leo, who's now hovering at the eye of the corridor of the back four for Champlain. And it will be now Pierre Antonio who will have the throw in, and who will go to the near side in the left corner stick. Beautiful turn right there by Vanier. Into the 6 it goes. Deflected away by Champlain. Tripped up, whistle. Referee says no, play on. And that is not what they wanted to see as Agnes was knocked over. He's still in pain down on the ground, holding on to his ankle. Referees thought otherwise, and Agnes not happy about that as it was insult to injury on that play. And there was no PK coming up here as we're through 19 minutes of playing this first half. So Agnes not happy about that. Vanier not happy about that. Trainer comes on for the Cheetahs, and now stop play momentarily here as we're through almost 20 minutes of playing this first half of action. Still 0-0 between Champlain and Vanier here from Seaway. And still in pain is Agnes. And again, this is not what they wanted, given that they had the depth to work with the Cheetahs. But he's one of their top poachers, one of the lethal strikers on this roster that can definitely do it. A flair player, a central figure to their lineup. And now a concern for them on whether or not Vanier will need to make a substitution here as we're almost through 20 minutes of play from Seaway. And right now he's being looked at from the right side of the lower body extremity. Question is it an ankle or knee? We're not too sure right now, but this might be a situation where Vanier may have to make an early substitution in this first half. Agnes may have. So right now, Vanier has 9 outfield players as we speak. So no subs yet for Vanier. Trying to hope for a prayer that Agnes could come back in by the time he gets back to the team bench. Could Vanier now hold on, playing a man down for the moment, going for goal, and that ball was airlifted out of play. The trajectory was there, but the dip was nowhere to be found on that. And with that, we're through 22 minutes of play in this first half. Still no stub lined up here for the Cheetahs. Again, holding out hope that perhaps they could have Agnes come back in the game. Only one shot in total, big pardon. That just came now from Champlain. Nothing yet on target for either side. Near side it goes, and now racing down to it at 50-50 is Pierzozzi, and he'll play back out. Bellamo will win it back, and he will circle the wagons. And a knockover play on, referee says, as it goes over to the eye of the Vanier formation. Bellamo. The one touch goes back out to the keeper here in the 23rd minute of play. With it now is an Abbey. Abby's got space and real estate to work with. He'll go with a diagonal switch of play pass to the far side. It comes headed down by Michel right into Lalonde. The captain of the team will lose the possession momentarily, and back to Vanier he comes as he looks to get out of this jungle. As Spankonga now goes out to the far side. Lovely footwork again by the Cheetahs, working their way through, splitting through the Champlain defense, and the through ball to not get in time, as right there was a Nabby to take that away from Yamna, and it'll be back out to the far side it comes. A very feisty game still in the balance as we speak. And right now, still 9 players out there for the Cheetahs, outfield players that is, 10 in total. Played up ahead to the far side it goes. One hopper again knocking it over is Spankonga, and he will lose it, and a foul will be administered, and this will be the first foul deep inside the Champlain territory. And now you wonder, from a sumptuous position here for the Cheetahs, now they'll make their substitution, as it appears it will be a free kick now. Wait and see who the sub is coming in for the Cheetahs. So perfect timing here to make your introduction for the Cheetahs. And perhaps the first touch coming through this time for the Vanier Cheetahs could be a sumptuous one here. It will be Roger Noel in the game for the first time today. Did not score a goal yet. And yeah, he's hovering just outside the 18 at the 23-yard line. High line again, only one in the box for the Cheetahs in the 6. Everyone else lined up around the 18. Played short, through the ball, and that goes back to Noel on his first touch. He gets pushed over, and now a 2-on-1 in the break. Here come the Cavaliers down the far side. Could this work in their favor? Coming in, into the box it goes, deflected, 1-0. Dia, the goal. Noel's first touch was too heavy, and Champlain comes through on the first goal in the 25th minute of play. And they are off, and they have liftoff here against the Cheetahs, who are going to be asking questions of themselves on what happened on that play. And a 1-0 lead on a counterattack that caught Vanier off guard in terms of numbers, and a 1-0 lead on a pass coming in from the left wing from Prizosis, and this will be 1-0 for the Cavaliers. So down one. What do the Cheetahs have? Noel playing the right wing, and this will go back out to the deep end line and played over to D'Argenio. Deflected away, handball. No, referee says play on. And that takes a funny deflection. Ricochets, and right there was a shot on net, but not enough fizz coming in from the distance. And this will go back over to the Cavaliers. Coming off the right foot of Spankonga. And now Champlain playing with a little bit more edge. Vanier. 1-0 lead for the Cavaliers. Scoring the 25th minute of play, and now thrown for Pierantonio. Play through once more. Near side it comes, and now trying to work at Champlain, trying to close down Cheetahs instead. And in fact, I beg your pardon, this will be a throw-in for the Cavaliers. Here is Raymond. Giveaway, going for glory. And a shot from about 20 yards out from Spankonga. Had the right idea, but the execution was lacking on the routine catch from the keeper for the Cavaliers. Headed by Michel, to the circle it comes. Knocked over, and it'll be a foul as Spankonga was knocked over this time. It appears by Raymond. And this will be a free kick here. Spankonga might have to feel that tomorrow morning in an ice bath. And he's slow to get up here for the Cheetahs again. Vanier already down one, and they're down one in their lineup. Noel can't get to it. And this will be a goalkeeper possession here in the 20th minute of play from Seaway. Far side it comes. Could Champlain add a little bit more gloss to this scoreline of 1, or will there be parity before halftime? Back with it is Anabi. Another through ball, deflected down low. Here's Lalone trying to save it down the near side. He does. With it again is the Cheetahs knocking it out from Pierzissis, and this will go out for a throw in here. Thrown on the near side. Played short. Here's Pierzissis. And it goes right through. Here's Marquilio. And that will be out for a goal kick for the Cheetahs. And right now for the Cheetahs, looking to get themselves back into this game here. They took on pressure. They held on. But what caught them was a transition play on a corner kick miscue. And now another long ball through and snatched up by the keeper. And they'll be played out to Anabi, who has oceans of space to work with on the right side. Not a single Cheetah player within 10 yards of him. And now plays out to the right back for the Cavaliers. First move, foul. Dia, the goal scorer, and a free kick will be the conclusion here. Ruthless efficiency coming in from Champlain on that transition play. Now looking to add a little bit more purchase on this free kick. And this kick coming in from about 40 yards out. And it will be D'Argenio on the ball. And a two-man wall here for the Cheetahs. High line again for the Cavaliers. Wind going left to right in the 30th minute of play in this first half of action from Seaway. D'Argenio with the left footer. Far side it comes. Headed by Michel, who gets in the one hop, and out to the far side it rolls. And away come the Cheetahs, and they have numbers. This could be a 3 versus 3. Played forward now to Leo, looking for options, and he can't find it yet. Playing to the wide side with, and now spaces open up for the Cheetahs. Bellamo trying to cut through, working the short pass once again to Hoffman. Pierantonio, Hoffman. Bellamo, space. Could he work it in the box? He does. One hop, and that is cleared away by Champlain. Into open territory he goes. And with it is Bia. Into the near side it comes, and over the head of Prezios, I beg your pardon. And this will be played back out. Open space again. Lalonde has it. on his left to his right. To the wide side it goes over to Dia, and he now is all alone, watched closely by the Vanier defending. That takes a ricochet. That takes a loop in the air. Headed back down and right over to the Cheetahs it comes. And with it, once again, are the Cavaliers as they will circle the wagons as Souza has it to the far side. And now to the circle comes for the Cheetahs. Hoffman. Back over to Pierantonio. Switch of play far side and right to the keeper. And the wind may have an influence in this game right now. A gale of force, but no question changing the direction of passing trajectory for the Cheetahs in this first half. They'll have the winds at their back if that is going to hold serve. And now the Cavaliers pushing the pace up ahead. And that ball did not get through cleanly, and back out to the Vanier Cheetahs it goes. Near side it comes. Bellamo. Play through to the line it comes from the center circle. With it is Hoffman. Noel, far side. First real attack for Vanier with a string of passing, and that last pass was walled off, and now here come the Cavaliers working the transition, and up ahead is Lalone. Down the left wing in a 1v1 on his right. Now his left, going to his right, going for goal, blocked. Well defended by Justin for the... Some open-end action is played out in this last few minutes of play here. And now working his way through is Yamna, and he loses it. He is definitely has the pace and blistering afterburners. Not many container ships of slow movement for either side. Open space once again. And working his way through is Preziosi. Preziosi cannot get that cleanly, and it goes off the heel of Noel. And right to Noel, it takes a funny bounce right into his feet. And this time it will be Vargas who will get it back for the Cavaliers. Yamna loses it. Hoffman. Pierantonio. Nice move by Pierantonio to evade not one, but two, but three Champlain players, but cannot keep possession. And now here come the Cavaliers closing it down. Whistle on the play. Well defended this time by Hoffman as he closed it. And now Vanier back on possession. Pierantonio. Looking for a long searching pass. Couldn't get that cleanly and play back out to the Cavaliers it comes. It is Raymond. Souza. Hanabi. Short pass again for the Cavaliers. Near side it comes. And now closing in once more are the Cheetahs prowling their way through. And with is Noel. And a whistle, and it'll be a free kick. And this is from a position of desire, almost centrally located on the pitch. And this could be a chance here for the Cheetahs to get themselves back to 1-1. And it will be Bellamo on the free kick. Champlain has a high line once again. 9 back for the Cavaliers. One-man wall. Could they get the forensic touch required to get a deflection on net? Far side post. Headed by Noel, offside. And it will be Champlain ball. With 10 to go in this first half from Seaway. 1-0 lead for the Cavaliers over the Cheetahs. On a goal in the 25th minute of play from Dia. And right now, it stands as is. Live standings would have Champlain at 2-0 and Vanier at 1-1. And the return game will be later on this year. Noel's first touch on the turn, no good. Recovered by Champlain. And now the Cheetahs are closing it down. And right back to the keeper it goes for the Cavaliers. Play out to the near side, saved out of play. And that will be a throw-in for Pierantonio, who will play quickly up ahead to Bellamo. He's knocked over. And now Bellamo is in pain with his left foot, but back up quickly. Another foul. against Vanier, and this will be against Champlain. I beg your pardon, it will be Vanier possession. With it is Justin, who plays to the far side. Here is Michel. Yamna. Twisting and turning, trying to corkscrew his way through. Can't do it. And played in now into a crowd of about 4 bodies, 2 each red and white. It'll be a throw-in for the Cheetahs. Yamna will have it. In front of the Champlain bench. Plays that to Noel, far side. Souza on him. 1v1. Closed down by 2 Champlain players along with Vargas. And it'll be a throw-in for the Cavaliers. So a bit of a stoppage in play here with the Champlain player. It looks like it is Souza who's getting looked at by the training staff of the Cavaliers. Play on as referee will look to do so. Dia will get that ball up ahead. Yamna will push that up ahead to Michel. And here is Michel, who's been a centurion for the back line for the Cheetahs so far in this game today. Played out to Pierre Antonio, who's got about 10 yards of space to work with a white uniform nowhere near him. Justin with it. Michel. Dia trying to close down the gap. Back out to Justin, the captain of this Cheetah team. Champlain now almost trying to take on pressure and close down the gaps and not give Fanny any open space to work with. Pierre Antonio. Here's Pierre Antonio again. Back out to Justin. And again, Champlain has no one within 20 yards of Justin on possession. And now they have to close it down once it gets past the 18-yard line. Pierre Antonio will test the Champlain waters once again and swept away by the keeper back into the Vanier territory as almost like a hockey power play with the Cheetahs on possession. Vanier working the short play. Lalone, beautiful pass through. Here come the Cavaliers. Open space. Could this be 2? Just short on the near side post. Beautiful counter by the The 1-2, the passing was there. The finish was just lacking at the conclusion of the play. And that was almost a showman-like effort from the Cavaliers that would have given them a 2-goal cushion before halftime. Justin up ahead. Michel, and he is going to have an unforced error, and that will be a throw-in for the Cavaliers. Play through Souza. And that goes to no man's land right to Michel once more. Michel tests the waters, and he will get that through. And somehow the Cavaliers will get it back on possession. They'll play back to the keeper in the 39th minute of play from Seaway. Switch of play, far side. Played down low, chested by Champlain. Here they come, trying to navigate through the red water of the Vanier defending, and to the far wide side it comes. Outside the 18. Nice first touch, going for goal, and right to the keeper on the spot on the lone kick, and that will be Michel, who will get it back out to Yamna, who puts it down the right side. Closed down this time from Minkilo, and now a mistake by the Cavaliers, and the keeper right there as Leo was hovering around, lording around the back line of the Cavaliers' back 4. 5 to go in this first half. And Michel is knocked over, and this will be a throw-in for the Cavaliers. And they'll play up ahead. Lalone's got space up on the left shoulder, and Justin can't get to it. On the end line it goes, play on. Shot open there. Twisting and turning, and that's blocked by Hoffman. And Yamna will play to the near side. And open space once again for the Cheetahs, trying to work their way through. Pierre Antonio can't get to that, and played back once out to Minkilo. Dancing the way through. Hoffman can't get to it. Belomo does. And now trying to work the space through is Spangonga, and he will go over to This far side, Spankonga. Here he is once more. And now trying to get around Souza, and that will be a throw-in for the Cheetahs. Yamna will hold his throw midway, and he will now see what's out there. Played over the head, and now into the keepers it goes. Less than 5 to go in this first half. Noel can't get to it. Well read this time by Anabi. Noel now gets to it, and now he will look to open up the hole, and he does momentarily, as Spankonga cannot get that, as that is recovered in time by Virginio. And played out over to Raymond. And that will be too much depth on that pass, and that will go out for a throw in here for the Cheetahs. And it will be Yamna who will have it in. Here's Michel. As Champlain now has receded their formation, as they want to catch Vanier on a miscue and catch them on a counter, which almost worked to their liking. And here they come again. Could this be the chance for them to get goal number 2? And they will not be the case, as that is eliminated from possession and back into the neutral territory goes. Play back down by Hoffman over everyone's head, including Spankonga. And now Hoffman can get to it. He's knocked over, and it'll be a free kick for the Cheetahs. And this time it will be here is Justin. Far side pass. He's trying to find Yamna, and he couldn't get that ball cleanly to him. And now a slide tackle, well played by Vanier, and they have numbers in their favor. It could be a 4 versus 4, and Yamna's got an afterburner on. Here he comes to the box, going for glory, and that ball is out of play for a throw-in for the Cavaliers in the 43rd minute of play in this first half. And right now, the Cheetahs are showing the ingenuity in the 2/3 of the pitch, but in the final third, lacking the finish. Lalonde, in a maze of legs, will get that ball to play, and this will be Vanier possession of throwing. Could Vanier sneak in a goal before the end of the first half? Hoffman on it. Here's Justin. Justin on his left, given away, and here come the Cavaliers. This could be a 3-on-1 if it's worked properly, and that was not the case, as Alone's first touch failed him. And now with it is Pier Antonio back out to Spankonga, who will now look for options to his right, now to his left, dancing his way up ahead, and here's Pier Antonio. Bellamo. Justin will play back up ahead. Michel, far side. And he's got real estate to work with. Long diagonal. And Anabi right there to sweep that ball away. And back to Justin it goes, as we're in the last minute before the added time of this first half. And that is popped up in the air once again from Souza, and played back out to the open territory goes. Bellamo. Pier Antonio to his left. Hoffman now will be the immediate beneficiary on that pass. Chipped up ahead. Spankonga will loop one. Beautiful touch. Here's Noel. Is he onside? No. He's offside by a yard or so. Had he been onside, that would have been a beautiful, mesmerizing stitching and passing by Vanier. And with the potential of added time of perhaps 1, maybe 2 minutes, Champlain might get one last roll of the dice here in this first half. Michel will move that ball out of the pitch for a throw in here for the Cavaliers. Over the head it comes. the lone can't get to it. Played back out, and now with it are the Cavaliers, and given away. Here's Pierre Antonio, who will now recover the ball in transition, trying to work his way up ahead. And playing the dummy move with Spankonga, could not get that cleanly as there was a Champlain player behind him, then Vanier. Here's Spankonga, part two, going for glory. And that almost tricked the keeper out of bounds for a corner kick, as Spankonga got a little fizz and a bounce on that. And this could be the last action of this first half here for the Cheetahs, and their best chance of the first half from Spankonga's foot. Bellamo will have it. Justin now working his way up ahead along with Hoffman. And the last time we were in the scene of the crime, Champlain scored on the counter. Bellamo headed through, kept alive, whistle, and this will be a free kick for Champlain. And away come the Cavaliers, and here they go once again. Trying to work their way through, and that's well read by Yamna. Up ahead to the right wing it goes. And right there is Diogenio. And that will go out for a throw-in for the Cavaliers. And that will be the last act of the first half here. Champlain 1, Vanier 0. We're through 45 with 45 to go. Stay tuned here on Cavaliers TV. Welcome back here to Seaway. It is second half action about to begin between Champlain and Vanier. 1-0 lead for the Cavaliers over the Cheetahs. And Champlain will go right to left, Vanier left to right for this second half of action here from Seaway. Could Champlain add his second goal in the early goings of this second period of action? Played over. Now here's the first touch coming through for Masculin, who's in the game for the first time today. And also in the game is Siddiqui Traore for the Cavaliers. So both teams making changes to give some fresh legs. You wonder for the Cavaliers if that will be the passage of play in terms of the fact that they're playing their second game in 3 days. Here is Souza. Knocked over, and now with it is the goal scorer going for goal. Blocked, knocked over. Dia slow to get up, and now we'll get it back once more, the Cavaliers. And now Cheetah is down on the ground. And that will stop play momentarily here. And this will require assistance from the training staff of the Cheetahs. So early going in the first minute of the second half. And that looks like it is the captain, Justin, who is down at the moment for the Cheetahs. And Vanier is down right now, and we'll see what is the damage on him. And he's definitely one of the key figures of that back line for the Cheetahs. And if they were to lose him, that would be a big blow to their corridor in this second half of action. And they will need a substitution, and this is not good news for the Cheetahs, as they will have to go to the bench here. And slow to get up is Athanasiadis, who is right now in pain, and his right side is being looked at, and he's hoping to continue. And the trainer's asking him to go off, and Athanasiadis will go off. The question now is, will he come back, and will Vanier look to play with a man down for the moment until things kind of calm down? And if Athanasiadis is healthy enough to come back, they will need his services here. All right, now Athanasiadis is doing some leg workouts at the Vanier bench, and we'll see if he will reappear in this game. With it is Pierre Antonio. Nice, lovely footwork from him. And they'll come back out over to Spanganga. Here is Tyrese Jordan's first touch. He's closed down by Traore, and this will be a throw-in for the Cavaliers. Traore. Siddiqui Traore tried to pull off a sneaky move, and Jordan will launch one into the Champlain end of the field. And this will go out for a goal kick here for the Cavaliers. Jorginho. Raymond. Switch of play far side. Michel right there covering where Athanasiadis would be, but no, not there at the moment. And now Michel to Noel. Played on the back of Spanganga and played back over. And here is Lalonde with it as he twists and turns, working his way up ahead. Siddiqui. That ricochets back over to Siddiqui. He's got space to work with on the left side. Closed down by 2. And that is out of play. And the crash of bodies ever so present with 2 red uniforms coming at it. Played up ahead, and you hear the pantomime boos of the Champlain faithful, and this will be a throw in here for Tyrese Jordan, who's wearing the number 7 shirt, playing the right back for the Vanier back line. So Justin Athanasiadis is back in the game for the Cheetahs, which is good news for their back four. And his first touch, he looks like he's back to superpowers once again. And a slide right there by him. He looks like he is back to regal form once again for the Cheetahs. And now this game's picking up in intensity. And dancing his way through is Dia. And he'll play a through ball Michel right there, keeper right there, whistle instead. And this will be a free kick for the Cavaliers. So the spice picking up. It was a slow burn in terms of the intensity, and now it's picked up quite dramatically in the last few minutes of play. And it will be Champlain ball here in this early going in the second half. Jorginho from his own end. Back out to Raymond. Turning right there is Dia. To the far side it comes. Well, once again, it will go back over to Anabi, who's had a great game for the Cavaliers, as both backlines have been stalwart so far in this game. Long ball through Siddiqui. Watched by Jordan. Jordan on his right loops it over Lalonde. And now played back up at the near side. Slide away, this time intended for Mastriani. And this will be a throw in here for the Cheetahs with Jordan on it. Jordan taking this time, looking for options. He'll go for the deep route for Noel. And Noel on the end line. It will be punched out, and this will be a throw in here for the Cavaliers with then up in the pole position of 1-0. They've been the first place team so far in this game. Vanny's second best as we speak from the scoreline perspective. Jorginho turns around and to Vargas it comes. Far side it goes. Launched up at the Siddiqui, who's now cut into the positioning of the field and now working against the grain with Obeng on him. Siddiqui now switch of play. He's got space to work with. Michel back on defense. Siddiqui and Michel using the telescopic legs to get that ball out of harm's way and played back up ahead. Yamna is hurt and is slow to get up. And this will be Vanier possession. And throw-in coming up for Pierantonio. Here is Anastasius. Jordan will loop one up ahead over the head of everyone, including the two Champlain players, and that will be cleared out of harm's way for a throw-in for the Cheetahs. And it'll be Jordan again who will have the chance. Seen a little bit more of an enterprising attack from the Cheetahs in the first 7 and change of this second half, but they've yet to find the priceless goal to tie this game up here at 1. Noel on the byline, and that will go off for a goal kick again. And unfortunately for Roger Noel, he came on in the 23rd minute of play. His first touch is what led to the Champlain goal, and unfortunately he has not been as influential in this game. And we'll see if maybe he will find his sea legs to get back in this matchup to be much more influential. Here is Souza. He goes around Mastriani, played right through, no look touch, space to work with. Champlain's opened them up, into the jungle goes, and right there, and saved this time, and Obeng will get the ball out of play, but a foul going against the Cavaliers. And this will be Vanier ball back the other way. Spankonga. Michel will go to Jordan, and that will go out of play for a throw-in for the Cheetahs. Here's Siddiqui with it. And Siddiqui will take the scenic route, looking for options, and he will find one in Lalonde who's posting up. That's shipped over, and here is Dia. And he's knocked over, and that will be Champlain on possession here. And this was not a move that was approved by Vanier, and that was a rush of blood moment here for the Cheetahs, and this will be a free kick from a sharp angle. And you figured right now for Marchillo, along with Jorginho, they are going to have the opportunity to get this ball on net. Champlain's got about 5, just hovering around the 7-yard line, just at the outside part of the 6. Two-way conspiracy now for the Cavaliers. Two-man wall for the Cheetahs. Could they hold the force field in place and keep this as a 1-0 lead for the Cavaliers? Chance now for Marchillo. Could it be glory for him? Fizzed up, punched away, header, off the back, ricochets, loose ball. Siddiqui, Champlain calling for a foul. Referee says no. Michel will push that up ahead, and Yamna is out there racing for the ball, and that is up ahead by Raymond back into the Vanier territory. And right now for the Cavaliers, and a giveaway. Could Champlain punish the Cavaliers on this chance? Going to the left, to the right, and that will go off for a corner kick as Vanier a little loose on the touches of possession, and this will be a substitution, it appears. I beg your pardon, it will not be a substitution yet, and now they will officially do it. As going off will be Julien Raymond for the Cavaliers, and coming into the game will be Zachary Lheureux, who will come in. So a jam of about 7-8 guys inside the 6, a congregation of bodies. And with that, Lalonde is the furthest away on the near side post. And he's putting his arms up here, trying to get the attention of his teammates. Chance to go up 2-0. In-swinger. Headed, ricochets. Lalonde's got his left, and a great defending right there to keep it at 2. And in fact, that went off the side post, I beg your pardon, as Noel was right there for the Cheetahs. Anabi. This game's picked up in degrees. And now to the near side it comes, and Joyers. Siddiqui. And that is well read by Jordan, and with it are the Cavaliers. Here comes Siddiqui, will cross it to the box, headed back down to play, and right there is Anthony Sidias, who will get that back out to the midfield stripe. Back into the Volcano goes, deflected right into the keeper's hands, as Vanier will slow the water down and look to get this going upstream for their favor. Michel. He's going to blast away, and now giving away. Here come the Cavaliers the other way. With it is Allaire, and that will be played back out to the near side. Siddiqui working the 1-2, back out it comes, and here is Souza. Open space to work with. Anabi. Beautiful play. They've opened up Vanier. Could this be the chance for the Cavaliers? No, it will not be, as Anthisidis was right there once more. And now with his Allaire going for glory. Blocked once again by Spankonga. And now with it is Vanier. They're on the heels a little bit more. Champlain being more influential in the last few minutes of play. Play back through, and that's deflected away. Still with it are the Cheetahs, and here they come. They can have a 4-on-3 with Noel out in possession. Wide side it goes. Slide tackle comes. Not happy was Mastriani, who's trying to win back the ball, and Champlain retains possession. And here's Siddiqui once again. Long ball through. Lalonde can't get to it, along with Dia. And now twisting and turning is Marchillo. Siddiqui will look to go on a one hop, and now he gets down the near side. Jordan knocks him over, and play on, referee says, and that will be cleared away. And this has almost become like a cul-de-sac for the Cheetahs, who are unable to get anything going as they're hemmed in their own end. Lalonde, he's got space. Lalonde going for goal, and that is going to be a one-hopper, like a shortstop save for the keeper. 15 through in this second half. Half an hour to go in this matchup. If this scoreline holds, Champlain will be 2-0. And they'll face John Abbott on the 16th. And then they'll be away to Quebec City in St. Foy FX Garneau. And now Champlain played down. Vanier plays on. Here is Noel. Could he tie it up? Blocked by Souza and played back out to the far side. And now with his Anabi, as Noel will get it on the end line. And this will go out for the Cavaliers. Looking at his left ankle is Anabi, who took a shot from Noel. And this will be a goal kick here for the Cavaliers as we have less than a half an hour to go in this game. Here is Diogenio. He'll get it back on possession. Souza to his left. And he will go to Souza. Closed down by Vanier. Jordan reads that. Fouled. And this will be a free kick for the Cheetahs. Jordan will play quickly. And here is Obeng. Michel. Yamna. Space to work with for Vanier. Now working the passing much more crisp than before. Michel with it. He's got space as Champlain has retreated back in their own shell. Almost nearly parking the bus, trying to work their way through on any mistake that Vanier has. Jordan. Back out. Here's Mastriani on his left. Now going to his right. Space open up. Going for distance. And that ball was fired in too much depth on that shot. Coming off the foot of Spankonga. And now Vanier will make another substitution as going off will be Yamna. Trying to get on some fresh legs here. Trying to throw some more questions at the Champlain back line. The corridor doing a good job, a stealth job of keeping Vanier at bay when it comes to those goals. Not happening for the team in red. Souza. Siddiqui, watched by Jordan, closed down by 2, and now will go out for another throw-in for the Cavaliers. And it'll be Souza once again with the honors. Taking a running start, he finds Lalonde, and he is met by a colossal dreadnought in Anastasius, and now here come the Cheetahs, and that is snapped away by Diogenio and played up ahead. Long ball now in the 50-50. Marvin Michel using the afterburners, the speed on the Ferrari legs of his, gets it back to his keeper and played back out, coming over to Obeng. Obeng once again, space to work with on the near side. Lalonde closing it down. And that is going to be skied up into the South Shore skyline and played back out and knocked over is Lalonde, and into open space it goes. And with it now is Spankonga, who will now look for options to his left. Now he will go to that side. And with it is Pierantonio. We've not mentioned his name that much in the second half. And now on the left side it comes, trying to cut against the grain. And that goes out of play for a throw-in. And it will be Kenji throwing in. Plays it short. Pierantonio cannot get to it. And that is whisked away and played off Michel's hand. And it will be that. Quickly up ahead. And Anastasius was right there. And over to Obeng. And here's Jordan once more. And he's closed down by Lalonde. The captain may not be scoring, but he's definitely playing his role in this game. Obeng. Pierantonio. That ball is pushed away. Repelled back out to Champlain's feet. And now, coming through is the goal scorer. Into the box, the chip. And the execution was lacking, coming off the foot of Minkilio. And that will be a goal kick here in the 65th minute of play. Through 20 with 25 to go in this game. Obeng. Far side it comes and played back out. Working the short interplay once more. And now space to work with. Here's a launch. Jordan tried to pull off a juke, couldn't get that over Souza, and now goes to Noel. Noel's chipped up, and he will play back out to his teammate. And here's Obeng once more. Switch of play, far side, beautiful play right to Michel, who's been great so far for this Vanier backline. Played out to Spankonga, who had a chance in the first half but couldn't beat the keeper. And now Pierre Antonio now trying to influence his way through, couldn't author the play that he desired. Champlain and Black Ink up by a score of 1-0. Here is Obeng. Chip ball, keeper off his line and into a catching routine for the keeper here from Seaway. Played up ahead Vargas. Another long ball up ahead. That's deflected away. Back out it comes. And over it goes to the midfield of Vanier. And here is Anastasidias, who will have a chance. Back to Obeng. Jordan. Siddiqui closing it down. He gets it on the loose touch. Heavy touch by Jordan. He tries to recover. He does. And now back with it is Spankonga, who will loop one up ahead to Mastriani, who's in a race in a 2 versus 1. And he will get around to it on the end line. Mastriani into the box it comes. And that will be pushed away by the Cavaliers and headed back down by Allaire. Siddiqui will push it up ahead. Dia. Lalonde on his left. And he's turned, and that will be a foul. Captain on captain violence. And a substitution coming in here for the Cavaliers. And it appears Diaz's race has been run. And Mathis Cyr coming in for the Cavaliers. Free kick for Allaire. He will use the left. Can he find the fizz on this? Two-man wall for the Cavaliers. Far side post it comes. Headed away by the Cheetahs. Siddiqui will get it back out and played back by the team in red. And that will be volley kicked up ahead to Noel, who will look to punch it up ahead. He can't do so. Played back over. Champlain now trying to get back in the retention of ball. Couldn't do so. Now space to work with for Jordan. He's got Mastriani to the right. He has in the 1v1. Cutting against the left. Back to Jordan. Closed down. Mastriani now on his left. Mastriani trying to dance his way through. Mastriani can't do so. Foul by Vanier and Champlain ball. And with the pantomime reaction, here is Anabi. Lalonde. Cyr couldn't get to it. Obeng does. Allaire tries to get it back. Couldn't do so cleanly. Played up. And here's Spankonga all by himself working in the 1v1 against Diogenio. And now he'll turn to the right, and he will loop one in. And again, the last through ball, not finding the rhythm, the telepathy required to get to the last shot for Vanier. And they have been very sterile when it comes to their attacking ambitions in this matchup. Far side it goes. Champlain now taking their time, having a 1-goal lead in their back pocket. They would like to add an insurance policy of a second goal if they could and try to put this game away from Vanier. What does Vanier have up their sleeve in their bag of tricks? Could they find a tying goal to bring more jeopardy and twitch to this matchup? Almost giving away. Cyr closing down Michel. And Anastasidias will play back out to Obeng. Space opened up in the midfield territory. Now Vanier back in. Long ball through. Keeper off his line. And that could be a red. Play on. And it will be a red. Keeper came off the line. Would it be a yellow? It would be a yellow instead. And the keeper very lucky. That could have been a red. The saving grace for Champlain was that they had last man back and not a clear outright advantage. And this could be the test. A moment of brilliance coming up here. Hard pounding the rib cage of the Cavaliers. And now a test of fiber here for the Cheetahs. They'll have the free kick from about 21 1 yards out. And it'll be Spankonga, who, along with one of his Vanier teammates, could tie this game up at 1. And Mastriani is also on the ball. Champlain will need to get this wall correct. Spankonga and Mastriani now having a conversation on who will have the last rights on kicking that ball through. Could they get it through the Champlain wall? Here with 20 minutes left in this matchup. Mastriani taking a deep breath. Spankonga locked in. Could they get this ball over the white wall? They do. Deflected and over the net. Champlain dodges a bullet on that. And now for the Cavaliers. Was that their warning sign from the soccer gods that things could go awry if they don't focus in? Vanney getting very close to getting that tying goal. Allaire can't get to it. It goes right by Jordan. Siddiqui now closes down Obeng, and that will go for a throw-in for Jordan. Or now for Siddiqui. Lalone twists. Obeng right there to clean it up. Played back out and now chopped back in. Lalone on his chest. Looking. Passing it. Shot. Save. Rebound. Cleared away by Michel. And that shot had a missile written all over it. And the keeper right there. Lalone tried to pull off a cheeky pass, but Michel right there to clear out of harm's way. Mastriani takes the scenic route as he comes in, closing it down. Pressure down on the Cavaliers, and that will go over the head. And Mastriani showing the fizz and tireless legs to go out there. Allaire, and now Sear. Sear trying to go and work the middle of the pitch, and he'll go to the far side to Nabi, who's got space to work with. Played back out, and now Nabi takes a ricochet, and now Nabi brought down by Noel, and Noel pleading his case, but it was pretty obvious that he was holding the right hand of a Nabi, and this isn't tag. 74th minute coming up. A little bit more than a quarter of an hour left in this matchup, and you wonder if Vanney will take a few more risks and might have to open up their formation in trying to get this tying goal. Here is Allaire. Siddiqui. Jordan on him. Sear. Trying to cross over. Closed down by 2 red shirts. Dances his way through. Space to work with. Could this be a glory? Not yet. And well read by Michel as he take away the shooting options. Going for the central area of the net, and that hit the football uprights for a goal kick. Michel with it on the far side. That's pushed up ahead. Spankonga can't get to it. That's kept alive by Spankonga. And here's Lalonde, who now will work his way up ahead, try and dance his way through to the right wing it goes, and Michel will force that to play, and this will be another goal throw in here for the Cavaliers. Beautiful turn by Lalonde. Allaire trying to get his way through. Tripped up, foul, and that will go against Allaire. And this will be a free kick for the Cheetahs. Obeng looking for options. Another long ball up to Noel over his head. Crash of bodies once again. Headed right back to the keeper. And to take the sting away from the Cheetahs on that opportunity. Anabi's pass. Lalone has on his left. Now going to his right, trying to take this wide route through, and he is snuffed out this time by Pier Antonio, who's been awfully quiet. Not many touches for the number 19 shirt for Vanier in the second half. Kenji now. Here is Mastriani trying to work his way up to the end line, and this will go out. Will this be a goal kick or a corner kick? And it is going to be a corner kick for Vanier, and this could be a precious moment here for the Cheetahs and trying to equalize this matchup here with less than a quarter of an hour to go in this second half. Do they have something in their bag of tricks? Played short. Into the box it goes, headed away. Mastriani trips up. And that first touch glitched him, and that will go back to the Cavaliers. So an injured or now muscle pull, as it is cramping up here. It is a cool night in the south shore of Montreal in the Greenfield Park, St-Lambert, Longueuil region. And Vanier getting the last rights from their staff on what they have to do and trying to get that tying goal. But could they find that tying goal to perhaps steal and split points with the Cavaliers? Anabi will launch one to the skyline. Alone. Here is Sear. Sear's dancing did not work that time, did not fool or bamboozle Jordan on that. And now giveaway. Up ahead to the far side it goes, and now will go out as Kenji cannot get that cleanly. And this will be a throw in here for the Cavaliers. And they're in no hurry at all to take this throw in. Siddiqui Traore has had a good game in the second half for the Cavaliers, as has Mastriani for the Cheetahs. Sear knocked over. Alone can't get the one hop. Now he works it around against Pier Antonio, who's in a 50-50. That's won by Vanier. Whistle in the play, and this will be a free kick for the Cavaliers. And Traore putting his hand up. Open with plenty of space to work with. And they will go for the safe pass on the near side. Tripped up once more is Siddiqui. And again, for this team, Champlain would like nothing more than a second goal to put this game done and dusted and head home over the hills with a victory in their hands. But right now, Vanier is showing great merit in how they play this game so far. Open space, alone, and that is saved. Didn't get enough oomph or lift. And now Noel is on the prowl, praying for that ball, and it will go right to the keeper's mitts instead. As now we're starting to see Vanier take a few more chances as we're in the final 10 of this second half. Michel, that will be pushed and he's fouled. And that will stop play, and this will be yellow going against Sear. So within 20 minutes of his appearance, he gets the first yellow card to his name for the Cavaliers in this situation. Here's Obang. And this hard, crunching tackle. And the respect given by both as Allaire came in, got all ball, but Obeng knew that was clean. And you felt that from the St. Lawrence River. Allaire pushed away, and here is Lalonde. At what point will Vanier start pushing the Red Tide up ahead to get this tying goal and perhaps take a few more risks in the final 10 of this matchup? Michel. Kenji. And that ball got to play, and the keeper will take its time and gain the net and get it from the ball boy. Take a sip of water as there's a sub coming in for the Cavaliers. And this time it will be Siddiqui, number 15, now on this side. And now going off will be Souza. Siddiqui Traore now is playing a little bit higher up now as a left back for the Cavaliers. And he'll move and retreat back into a defensive role. Obeng will loop one over out of play for a throw-in for the Cavaliers. And with it again is going to be Siddiqui. Lalonde chips it up ahead. With it is Manquillo. Nice turn, and he couldn't get the last chance to go through. And now will be launched up ahead by Allaire and played out to the far side it comes. Here's Michel. And closed down, and Champlain will make Vanier retreat back into their own last third, and that is forced out of play and kept in by Allaire over his head. And that will be a flag and offside against Noel, as he came from all the way from one end of the pitch to the other and had the first touch. Allaire. Lalonde. Allaire. Couldn't get past the last line of the red wall of Vanier, and now played forward up, and that will go out of play for another throw-in for the Cheetahs, as they are in a little bit of a hurry, trying to get themselves a tying goal. Champlain in no hurry to let this game proceed forward and try to make things more frustrating for the team in red from St. Laurent. Nice move by Mastriani. Could this be the opportunity? 4-on-2 into the box, and last second intervention by Diogenio. And Obeng is down on one knee. And right now, for the Cheetahs, this has been a situation where they are losing bodies by the wazoo. And Obeng may have run his race here as he was brought in and now will be subbed off. And you wonder how much time will be added at the end of this game here. You would imagine another 4, if not 5 more minutes of entry time. And in the game for the Cheetahs will be Yamna, who'll come in once again. Headed away. Yamna was the last chance for Vanier, but that was cleared away by Champlain. Alone will rocket one up ahead into the Vanier territory. Michel feeling the pressure, and he gets that through. And now Lalonde. This could be a 3 versus 3. Lalonde gets around, and now will go out of play for a throw-in for the Cavaliers with a little less than 5 to go in this matchup. Sear. Allaire. Mastriani will guide that ball into play, and that will be another Champlain throw-in for Allaire. He's got support now from Emerick Letang, who's out there for the first time today. Noel. Back with it is Diogenio. Traore. Cheeky. Couldn't get that through. And now space to work with. Yanma is the most dangerous guy. He's got speed and pace. Yanma from a tight angle. Save! And that ball's right there. And that goes out of play and out of harm's way. And Champlain on their heels. Vanier starting to ask questions. And flag went up. And a penalty kick. Controversy has ensued. And now, is it offside or is it a PK? Referee had his flagged up, and the question arises now between Vanier and Champlain. What is the decision? And in fact, a PK has been given. The flag did go up. And now, a change in this game here. The conclusion, with a little less than 4 to go. Could they get this chance to go through? A test of fiber here for the team captain of Vanier. Anthony Diaz. Heart pounding the ribcage for the young man. He's locked in on the ball. For the tie. Got it. 1-1. Vanier was asking questions, and they got the tying goal. And a new game has emerged. The twitch and jeopardy ever so present. And now the question is, could someone perhaps pull off a smash and grab and get themselves the full 3 points? With 2.5 to go before the 90 is complete. Chaos has ensued, and the beauty of soccer has unfolded. And Yamna, who came in for Obeng, was the central figure on why that PK happened when he came streaking down the right side to create chaos. And now we're back at parity at 1 apiece. 2 to go before 90. Potential game-winning goal. And you would imagine any goal now at this stage would be the game-winning goal. Played through. Allaire on the side of the toe. And that will be over and out. And back to Champlain it comes. Knocked off. Yamna showing his strength. Slide tackle, foul. And now you're starting to see both teams go at it. And the Labor Day respite on display here. And you can see Noel and Yamna, in particular Noel, going at it with Allaire. Free kick, yellow card will be issued. And you wonder, there might be 5 minutes of added time here. Allaire getting a lecture from the referee. And here is Spankonga. The momentum arrow is now pointing towards the team in red. They're asking questions, and they might have the answer now on this potential free kick that could be their passport to victory if they get this past the keeper. Spankonga now will launch one into the pollution of bodies that is now hovering around the 18-yard line. Could they get the right touch on this, the right toenail on this potential free kick? Headed away to the far side. Racing to get that ball is Letang, and now with it is Sadiki, and now will go off for a throw-in for the Cavaliers. Both teams will lay a claim that they should have won this game perhaps if they split the points at 1-1. And now Ricochet, Lalone, the keeper right there. Keeper will push that out. Traore. Played through once more by Funcario, and now goes out to Michel, who will bomb one up ahead to the far side. And a crash by Mastriani will get to that. Help along the way from Americ Letang, and that will be a throw-in for the Cheetahs as we're now in injury time. And you wonder if it'll be another 4, if not 5 long minutes for either side. Jordan will be the throw-in, and he might take a running start to get this into the traffic of bodies inside the 18. And that will be a whistle going against Vanier. How many more rolls of the dice does each team have in the injury portion of this matchup? Alone. Pushed up ahead. Far side it comes. Sear will get that ball. He's got support to his right. He finds it to Letang, who is bobbling and stumbling, and that will go back out. Deflected away. Now kept alive by Champlain, and for the shot, and the glory not there off the foot of Allaire. And this will be Vanier ball. And that is pushed into the night of the St-Lambert skyline. Pier Antonio. And you wonder now if the fresh legs of Vanier is going to start kicking in here. And now here is the dangerous man, the ruthless clinical finisher. Twisting and turning. Going now for goal, far side. And that is missed by a few inches as Yamna really has been a menace against this Champlain back line. 1-1 here. At this rate, Champlain might be content to taking the tie points. Vanier looking for the 3. Spikonga. Kenji. Here is the goal scorer for Vanier. Back out to Jordan, who's got plenty of space to work with. Diagonal pass, deflected by Allaire's foot. And here is Allaire. And that goes out of play for a throw-in for the Cheetahs. Yamna, and it'll be Jordan instead. Long ball up ahead. Played through and right into the hands of the Cavaliers. The Lone's header can't get to that. And now Yamna's got space. Traore out there with support along the way from Champlain. Alone, and it'll be Yamna instead who'll get the verdict in his favor. Jordan will have the chance to throw it back into the action. Could this be the last call here in this party between Vanier and Champlain? Spankonga's kick will go right into the keeper's hands. And all signs pointing towards a tie in this matchup. Unless not. Lalone stumbling, falling, no foul, free kick Champlain. Position is central, and a yellow being called. And this might be the last act of this matchup here. And this is what you call tension at its finest. Champlain Vanier, 1-1, injury time. Sear out there, giving his last rites. A conversation who will have the chance. Could this be the winner? The Champlain fan base is off its seats. It'll be from about 25 yards out. Sear, dead center. Could his right foot be golden on this moment? Along with Diogenio. They are locked in. Vanier will have a red wall of about 5, make it 6 bodies. Everyone back for Vanier. the last placement of the ball, making sure it's at the right angle for either Dierginio or Sear. And it looks like it's going to be Dierginio who might be taking this. For goal! What a save! And that is the last act of the matchup. Vanier saves themselves 2 points. And they split the points here from Champlain. 1-1 full time. Champlain not happy. Vanier leaves St-Lambert with a split of points. Great game by all. Intensity on display. And that is it here from St-Lambert. Champlain 1, Vanier 1. We'll see you on Sunday for women's soccer. Bye for now. Alexa, you ride home or what? Yeah, no problem, no problem. You guys go ahead.